Hello YouTube, today I'm going to be showing you a Harmonized Runite money making guide. So what exactly is Harmonized Runite rock, and how exactly is it different from a regular one? Well, basically when a rock is harmonized, it'll show glowing signals around itself, and then it'll turn dark gray. And then what ends up happening is, it has an unlimited supply of ores. Pretty much is the same as concentrated rocks. They're only located in the Trahaearn area in Elf City, which is southeast of the lodestone. The requirements for this method are you need first and foremost, the Plag's End completed, 95 mining, 83 summoning for a lava titan, and at least 22 invention to unlock augmenting pickaxes. So how exactly does a harmonized rock work? Well, first, the Voice of Saren must be at the Trahaearn area. Then at any point of the hour, the Western Runite rock has a chance to harmonize itself. Once the hour is over, there cannot be any new rocks harmonized. However, the cool thing is, the existing ones will remain harmonized until it depletes. It's different for every world. So in order for that to even work, the rock has to be alive. And since only the Western rock can be harmonized, I highly advise that if any of you are hopping worlds to mine Runite ores, just remember not to mine the West rock, because you have to wait 20 more minutes before there's even a chance of harmonizing. The duration of harmonization is completely random. It can either last only 3 seconds or maybe 20 minutes or more. Now the amount of players mining it doesn't affect the lifespan, so you can have like 100 people mining at once, and it will still stay alive. And so the friend chat that checks this is called Harmdor. There are a few similar friend chats as well in case it gets full. So for my inventory setup, I have one lava titan pouch, which boosts your invisible mining levels by 10. Supposedly it should last more than 1 full hour, but hopping worlds constantly does somehow decrease the timer. I'm not sure if this is intended or not. Perfect Juju mining potion is extremely helpful here, because what happens is when you're mining, there's actually a small chance that you'll generate a stone spirit buff. So what the stone spirit buff does is it'll smelt runite ores, and then it'll bank it for you. Not to mention you don't even need coal for that. Perfect Plus potion also retains this effect as well. You can also bring around 10 Sign of the Porters to AFK more, but otherwise the bank chest isn't too far. Mature Dwarven Stouts also increase your mining level. While these are cheap, I really don't advise that, since it makes it a lot less AFK, and it clogs most of your inventory. If you're gonna use it though, you need like at least 30 of these an hour. For my equipment, I'm wearing Magic Golem outfit, which increases your mining success by 7%. It also retains the effects of Golden Mining Suit and Varrock Armor, although Varrock Armor has no effects on mining rune ores. Crystal pickaxes are now augmentable, so use Hone 5 perk, which increases the success of mining by an additional 10%. Well, you don't really need to worry about the other perk slots, since there is not a lot of other perks that are useful here. The aura I'm using here is Master Quarry Master, for an additional 10% more mining success. Now a few people might have suggested me to use Gem Finding Scrimshaw, but that Scrimshaw is not really helpful here. I know you might have a chance to find an Onyx because yeah, Runite is a really high leveled rock, and yes, it does work with Harmonize, but no, I'm not going to do it here because I'm telling you, it does not profit, it's actually a loss, and you're better off using Sign of the Porters anyways, especially if you want to AFK. Sometimes there will be no Harmonized Rune rock available. It happens a lot at the beginning of an hour. And when that happens, just hop worlds until you find one, and then announce it to the friend chat. Or maybe you can simply just mine harmonized addy ores instead. Just be helpful to others and everyone will benefit, basically. So the Voice of Saren patterns are all random. Like the minimum cooldown time for this or any Voice of Saren is at least 2 hours. So in other words, if a Trahaearn hour just ended, you won't see one for another 2 hours at least. However, there is no guarantee, and I think on average, you'll see one at least once every 3 or 4 hours. You can find out the previous Voice of Sarens in the Twitter account called @JagaxClock. So based on a couple of tests, I average around 200 Runite ores an hour, and around 75 bars from the Perfect Juju mining potion. Now this is all random because sometimes you might see an everlasting rock, while other times it may take like 10 minutes before another one spawns. So the GP per hour should range from anywhere between 3m and 3.5m. Now the XP per hour isn't good at all, and I think it's only like 40 or 50k or so. You can also get around 150 corrupted ores an hour, which is okay for free smithing XP. So, is this method worth doing? Well, here are the advantages. It's very AFK for the most part. Well, the profit per hour isn't so bad for something that doesn't require combat, and it's skilling AFK. You're not going to see a lot of methods like this. Prices are pretty stable as well for the past 6 months. Well, maybe until the mining and smithing rework comes out, the alch prices get nerfed or something, but we'll see how things go by then. The ores have been hovering at around 10 to 11k, while the bar is 13 to 14k. I mean, even though there's 100 people mining it at once, they're still protected by the current alch prices. You also get some free smithing XP as well, because of the corrupted ores, and also the perfect Juju mining potion smelting the rune bars, sometimes. Disadvantages, however, it's extremely luck dependent as a whole. Well, I mean, if there's no Runite rock gonna be harmonized for a long time, then you're stuck waiting for a while. And obviously it becomes a huger problem if people keep crashing your Runite rock, like keep mining the west side. Another problem is the limiting factor, and it only occurs once every couple of hours. It's also pretty laggy for those low NPCs, since there's a lot of people mining at once. But overall, it's really up to you, but here are the pros and cons I stated. So yeah, thanks for watching and hope it helps. If I missed anything, feel free to ask.